Good afternoon, my friends. Brian here with VetteSource, back again with some dismantling videos that we're going to embark on for the next few weeks, in addition to finishing the fuel system repair on our 93 40th anniversary abandoned car that we picked up a month before last, shortly, probably, was that before Thanksgiving? Maybe so. Anyway, what we're going to do today is work on a C3 Corvette door assembly. Now, these are a little bit more challenging simply because there's not a large cutout here. I did a video a year or so back on the C5 assembly and how easy that was to get it apart. C4s are not as bad. There was a progression. C2 Corvettes are very difficult to get them apart. C3s are kind of a pain in the butt. C4s are not that bad. C5s and above are very easy to take them apart. They did a good job with these. What we're going to work on here, this is from the 77 parts car that we did a few months back, that we tore down. I showed you how to remove the door from the car. Today what we're going to do is go ahead and take this apart. Internally, we're going to remove, basically what we have is a customer needs this regulator assembly, so we're going to go and dismantle this door. Now, the thing about this door as well, you may remember I highlighted this door of the severe corrosion that was evident in this door that had occurred, and this inner shell on these doors is actually metal. So again, yes guys, Corvettes do rust because they do have metal components on them that will actually suffer the ravages of salt and water intrusion. Your outer skin is just fiberglass, and then it's bonded to this inner metal structure where you can see here we've got rot in here. I can just poke my screwdriver through here. So this door is actually not feasible to be saved. The truth is, this is in a bad spot. There might be some corrosion. Actually, it saved itself. It wasn't too bad here. Most of our water intrusion was down here. So we're just going to get rid of it. Now, to kind of highlight what we're doing here, the reason that these are different is that, or more difficult, is the regulator assembly on these has a tightly wound spring. It's a spring mechanism with a geared tooth drive. You can see those teeth right there. And it's basically a scissor mechanism. It's actually quite unique, okay? And what they did was, let's see, make sure I'm in the right angle there. What that does is you've got two long guide tracks that run from here and down from here there, and the scissor mechanism rides in these tracks, and as you retract, the motor spins and it pulls it up and down. It's actually retracting it to the scissor shape is going to be flat as it gets next to or down to the lowest position. And then when you extend it, it's just going to go ahead and go up like this and turn into the X shape, basically. So the good thing about these, even though you really don't have a lot of room to work with, most of the bolts or nuts in here are all 7/16. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Everything's 7/16, okay? You've got two rivet points here, which this is the main body of your regulator right here, and it sits at this angle. And then you've got all these other 7/16, and for some reason one Phillips head that's down here to get, and these are lower stop adjustments right here, upper stop adjustments and lower stop adjustments. So all we're going to do for our purposes today to dismantle this is just start pulling all these 7/16 out of here, out of the way. Of course, I forgot that's a 10mm. I made a liar out of myself. That's the one that is not the 7/16. So we're just going to go in, and we're going to start right here and work our way down. Now this one here that I took out, that's actually a bumper right there. Let's see if it'll come out. It's kind of stuck in there. This is one of those felt pad bumpers that keeps your window from going back and forth. And you can see already how I can move that, how loose that's already gotten. So let's go over here and get these out. That's another stopper there. And these are adjustable, these stoppers. There's actually a slotted track right there that you can get in and out of these. And all we're doing is removing, not removing, we're actually loosening our guide tracks right now so we can get in and out of there. There's that one. Okay. you're looking at this point now, you can see how I can move that. Okay, as I was saying, these tracks here are actually loose right now. You can see this already. So sometimes you get lucky and you angle this right. Let's see if we can get this. You can pull these. There we go. Straight up and out, okay? Now, sometimes they'll get stuck like this is doing right now. See that? So what we want to do is right, touch it easier to get it from here. So right down here is our lower stop. It's actually installed with a Phillips head screw, which always I thought was interesting, but that's the hardware choice that they use, but it might just have to do with accessibility of that. Okay, we'll leave that in there for the moment, and then as we come forward up, what happens is these get stuck in here with the glue, so they don't want to come out. So what we're going to do is take this one off. Now for our purposes here, just to identify, this is actually a 78 through 82 door. You can identify these because the latch handle is up here on the top side versus the bottom. The right camera angle here, so you guys can see what I'm doing. Now all I'm doing is taking apart, there's a clip on the back side of this that holds the door rod in, which sometimes will cooperate. Most times not, because again, everything in these doors is a steel structure. All the hardware, everything else. So it does make it just a bit more challenging. That, and this is a common door handle amongst almost all the early GMs. Quite a few. I think the Monte Carlos use these, the Cutlasses, the commonality in hardware. And of course there's that clip right there. You can see it's just a metal clip. Okay, so we've got access to that. Now you see this, we can actually see the retainer. This is a vertical retainer where these X braces, these X members stay in here. I can get to that one there. So to make our lives easier, we're going to go ahead, take these out. Okay. And let's see if I can get to this other one here. Not yet. Okay. Now we've got the front half of the window somewhat removed here. Okay. I'll bring this out just a little bit more so I can see better. Okay, and there's our back one right there. Okay. Now if we move that around, should move around enough for us to get this out. Okay. What we'll do is we'll go ahead and take the stops out again. Okay, so we can get to it. And our lower stop. Right here, way down in this corner. Okay, you see that moving now, but it's kind of stuck in this corner. So what we're gonna do get this. Ah, there it is. See how everything just fell apart? Okay. Okay, let's get this one off of here. See how the stud runs through here, right here? So once you pull this out of here, get this out of your way. It's supremely in my way right now. You can also go down, I forgot on this one. There's that upper stop right there. See how this is grooved? There's a roller in there that I'll show you guys in just a minute. The darndest thing, this has power windows, so the power window mechanism is riveted in there, which is in my way. And again, with this door, I don't have to be as gentle, simply because this one's going to the scrap pile. These do not want to come out of here. Let's see. Now I could use my drill on this too. A lot of times though, these will just punch right out. Famous last words, because these do not want to go anywhere today. Okay, let's try this other one and see if it gives me any relief. Okay. Yeah, these were in good condition. Okay, I'm gonna go get my drill real quick. I'll be right back. Okay, what I forgot too was a little bit of leverage here, plus my drill would help us get these out. So, however, they did a good job with this one. Whatever day they were working on it. What I'm trying to do is get this loose enough where alright, there's that one. Let's see if this one will cooperate. That one. There we go. Alright. Now we've got the 4 rivets in place. Now, if this has already been replaced on your door before, you won't see the rivets back in here. Most people pull them out and are done with them. Okay, so there's our power door lock switch. And we can go ahead and get this rod out of the way. There's our rear guide rail. See that? Actually in good shape, it's clean. We'll save that. Set that aside. Also, we got, there's another, I'm wondering if this is like a balance or a locator rail, because what it does, it kind of, it provides the 4th arm with a slide point, and it's actually the shorter of them. And see, that's just a short guide track. Even across here, it only goes from here to there. You can see where it's been sitting for a long time. All right, so we've got this loose. I forgot, there's one last rivet on here. The 5th rivet. Let's see. See if we can get this out here. There we go. See, that one just popped right out like sometimes they'll do. So now we've got the ability to move this somewhat. This one's making a liar out of me, of course. Still got to get that track off of there. Right there. Window's loose. For some reason, this one is not going to come loose the window in a moment. The lower guide is still stuck in there, which happens. So now that that's out, we can move this regulator back. Okay, and where is my track? There it is. It's going to fall on me again. There we go. Really helpful so we can get this door, this window into here. There we go. There's that upper track where the window attaches to it. I'm going to bring this down just a little bit, flatten it up, and so close. Voila! Not so much voila, but as much as an aggravation. However, now you can see this is out. Here's the main body of the regulator. Here's the motor, which is the same for all the way back in the 60s cars from GM. And then this lower track went on this one here, like this. And you can see what it does as it lowers it down, right? It comes down. Actually, it won't ever go that far, but that's down, right? Then as it goes up, it comes up like this. So these are the tracks, obviously the rollers that roll through. Trying to remember what that purpose that one serves, but it's escaping me right now. So anyway, you can see how that is set up. All right, so let's see if we can get this window to cooperate with this. Probably won't, knowing my luck. What we're gonna do is see if we can get, okay. Well, there's that other upper stop, so let's get that out of the way. Okay, there's the upper stop. There we go. Okay. Front one, and that, and There we go. Okay. Easy as pie, right? Now we've got the regulator assembly out of here. Let me get set up, switch this around. I'll show you how to get the mirror. Actually, the mirror we can get right here. So the mirror is luckily just 7/16 bolts. Okay. Mirror, a nice sport mirror, the 78s or 82s. Thought I had it off all the way. Come on. Well, that comes right out if you can get your hands in the channel. Let's see. Actually, what I'll have to do, this bezel will not come out through that hole, so you've got to get your Allen key and get that out of there, so we'll save that for later. But you can see the mirror's loose right now. Let's move our tools out of the way a little bit, out of the mess we created here. Our symphony of destruction. We're going to go ahead and pull this guide out of here just because I keep all the hardware. GoPros. Okay. Thought somebody was calling me. I thought I had that on airplane. Okay, what I'll show you here lastly is the method to remove this channel here, and I actually can get to the outer door latch, so we'll get those. So these are just small Phillips heads that take this outer weather stripping track out of here. And let's see, there's one there, and then this inner structure will peel out. One more at the very front here. Not advertising Gatorade, that just happened to be the one I was using. And let's see if this one will come out. This one's pretty rusty. Oh, there it is. Luckily it's right here. A lot of times too, what jams people up on restoring these older Corvettes is the correct hardware for these, because even though a lot of this, there's common hardware here, a lot of this is specialized to what you're working with. So if you're not used to it or familiar, it's hard to come by, like these little tiny screws. So there's that inner piece. These are replaceable. They sell these reproduction in the aftermarket. Now these are the ones everybody ends up looking for. See how rusted this one is to it. The head of these bolts is pretty much gone. So go ahead and get this out of here. Come on, man. There we go. Ouch! Not to hit my fingers with a hammer. Thank God I didn't choose carpentry for my life skill. Now that actually has a screw there that rusted through, so we weren't worried about that. This one has the same thing. Actually, it's another Phillips head. May be able to get to that. Let's see. There it is, right there. Okay, see that convenient little hole it gives us. And actually, like I said, they do try to make it easier for you to get in and out of here. But with the amount of corrosion that sometimes occurs here, that's where we get in the weeds. Yeah, and that one's going to need to be drilled out, so we'll work on that later. But you can see this outer stainless trim piece is also important to save. So I think I'll give you guys a closer look at this though. This regulator assembly again, outside of its environment here. This is the back side. So this is where I was talking about, where it's spring loaded. So what would happen is, see these 3 retaining screw nuts? If I take those off and take that motor out, this is actually under tension right now, it'll flip the other direction. So you kind of got to be careful with it when you're taking this apart, because you can chew up your fingers in here. But this is usually what get worn out on these, is these gears right here. The teeth just wear down with time, just like, you know, if you're an old man like me and your teeth get bad, that's what happens with them. So these are usually in bad shape. Considering how bad this door was, I'm actually quite pleasantly surprised, because this is a nice one, and I do like the originals better than I do some of the aftermarkets. But anyway, there is disassembly of a C3 door. It's not a beginner's project, but I preface that, or I quantify that with, it's not impossible. Okay, if you have the willpower to do it. You saw I just did this in 20 or so minutes. You can see there though, see even the rust and corrosion here. So this door is just going straight into the trash. So anyway, thanks for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed it. I'll be back sooner than later. I'm going to get back into more of our regular production schedule now that January is almost over. Just took a few weeks to take care of some things around the house and, you know, daily life stuff. So let me know what you think, and thanks for watching. We'll catch you next time.